Okay, so next adventure in New Legacy decks, Temur Delver. Obviously Deathrite's still legal online for like 2 days, but once it's not, Nimble Mongoose is going to be great. So I'm excited to stifle some fetch lands, try out this deck for the first time. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Like, a lot of Temur Delver is just about having one threat in play, right? So that makes sense. I assume this is a keep. It's got a lot of stifles. And it's on the draw with a lot of stifles, but oh my god. Right, I'm gonna keep this. I've never played this deck before. I don't know if this hand is like good or bad or whatever. I'm just gonna give it a try, rather than worrying too much. We might be dead. We might be dead. I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with dead. This is the worst case scenario. Yeah. It's not ideal. Opponent is also ready for the Deathrite ban. Yep. It seems that way. Alright, game two. Surgicals. Grafdigger's Cage. Flusterstorms. True name seems atrocious. Fire Ice. And Wild Slash. And Dismember and a Bolt can go out. You don't think mulliganing would have saved you? Yep. That seems about right, Mike. I could bring in Pithing Needle for Grizzlebrand, but I feel like we can lose to all the other threats pretty easily too. So it feels not great to me. I think we just run it like this. We could bring in Sylvan Library, but I don't know. Alright, I think I like this. I'm not going to Stifle is the absolute best. I guess it counts as like Animate Dead. And, like, they do have some fetch lands, though. You can counter a Grizzlebrand activation. Ooh, we have a Surgical. I'll keep. That's rude. Stifle is fine. Yeah, Stifle will be fine. Agree. It should do enough. Stifle the Mox imprint. That's interesting. EOT discard. Force is a nice pickup. Just gonna pass the turn here. If I was to try and brainstorm, I'd have to crack my fetch, which doesn't excite me much. Alright, I'm just gonna do this now. Get the threat out of their yard, and also get rid of the trigger. Like, mainly I just want to get rid of this trigger, right? So I can brainstorm next turn and try and find a threat. And this is just, like, the best way to do it. Oh, wow, Sire of Insanity. It gets the, but Fox, it gets the trigger out the way of the Chancellor so we can brainstorm next turn, which I kind of like the idea of, I think. I think I like just being able to get the trigger out the way. I think we leave chances in the deck. I think I agree. I think we just want the one out of the yard. Like, they're going to get other threats in the yard, right? That are better than Chancellors, and we just want them to draw, like, clunky draws. I'm just looking at their deck at the moment. They have 1 show and tell. 3 animate deads. They've... Okay. I'm going to note down their hand as well, because I don't know whether Moto's going to do it for me. These stifles are looking nice. Yeah, it did not reveal the hand. Okay. No need to be proactive with this hand. That's fair, Fox. I'm just gonna pass the turn here, I guess. Like, if I brainstorm and, like, make a threat, I don't get to stifle their fetch lands, which is really sad. I didn't exile the ones from the deck, only the one from the yard, which is the one I cared about. Hold up all the stifles. That's fair. And then they, like, start... I don't know. I just want to... like, find a Mongoose or a Delver or something. Like, I have Forces and Dazes. How are they gonna combo me? Ever? No, it doesn't, Mike. Towards the end of Probe's lifespan, Probe revealed the hand. And Cleek does it too now. So they've updated a bunch of cards so that they can do it. So it doesn't work that way anymore. Which is very strange. But hey. Can put back Waste plus Stifle. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then I get to play my Delver. They're probably going to try and discard end of turn. Okay, they're going to try and crack fetches here. Do I want to stifle this? I don't feel like I do. I feel like I'm saving the stifle for the animate dead now. Right? Like, I'm not going to be able to cut them off every mana source. I might as well just save the stifle for animate dead. And I want to, like, guarantee my Delver flip as well. That's a really good one. They discarded Sire. So currently their hand is Animate Dead, Exhume, Petal, Tyrant. I guess maybe I could have stifled this and then I get to, like, daze one of these, which is nice, but this is still fine. Zoom. So I have to counter this. So I can force pitch daze. And then I get to keep the force and pitch the stifle to it later on. And I have the stifle for the animate dead. Yeah, this is good. So I reveal the stifle and I think I want to draw it so that I have the blue card for this force. They do now know I can stifle their animate dead, which is unfortunate, but obviously we want to shuffle this before we draw the wasteland. Another exhume, Jesus, that's a good draw. Well, now we can answer the animate dead, but we're dead to a top deck reanimation. I think I want to shuffle away wasteland. I think the killing one of these doesn't achieve that much. They do the looting in the yard, and it means if they want to, if they draw another 2 mana one, maybe wasteland's enough better than our average draw. I could see that being the case. Yeah, I think I agree, Fox. I think wasteland's actually probably better than our average draw here, and pretty good. If they want to animate dead to get through the stifle to set up another animate dead, they lose their petal now, and then suddenly our Daze is alive even if they draw the second land. Alright, so animate dead comes in and we stifle the trigger. And it gets to sit awkwardly in play. Alright, let's reveal a bolt next turn. Oh. I currently know none of their hand. I'm going to set an upkeep stop in case I want to reshuffle after this trigger. Daze. I think that's good enough. Obviously we're revealing it. I think that's good enough to keep. It means they can't use a 2 mana reanimation. There's a decent chance they kept a mana source off the looting, but I feel like shuffling this would probably be greedy, since we have a lot of dead draws, and Daze has a chance of winning. And yeah, reanimate's not good enough anymore, so they'd need mana source plus 2 mana reanimation. Even if they do have those, we're still drawing life to specifically bolt, I guess. Oh my god. Urgh. Urgh. I'm gonna Daze this because having a land in my hand means I could cantrip deeper next turn if I hit running cantrips. And they're not going to get back Sire, they're going to get back Grizzlebrand anyway, right? So, because Grizzlebrand blocks so well. It's a 7/7. That's really weird. That was very strange. Yeah, Bolt top deck still wins. Hey. We're great. Oh, we are great. Oh my god. So easy. So easy. I needed to attack and bolt my Delver. You're right, stream team. You're right. Yeah, that's a really freaky ruling, Mike. Oh well. wow, this hand. This hand. This is a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. This is a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. I have no idea, Arkin11. This is my first ever match of the deck. Cannot comment. Alright, let's get my Delver down. I want green mana instead of red, right? So I get the Trop. Actually, no, I want red, because then I can cantrip into a fetch and a green thing. Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Fortsies. Rude. Sure. Do we surgical the Grizzlebrand or just let this happen? What do people think? Surgical Grizzlebrand now, or just let the Fortsies resolve, they take surgical and we still have force? Extract the Grizzlebrands, yeah. That's my temptation. Oh, you just force it. You just force this, and then you get... That's interesting. Yeah, I think I want to surgical this. I think I like this. I think there's an argument for just forcing the Fortsies as well, but I think I like just getting rid of the Grizzlebrands. It makes things tough for them. I'm just going to take the ones from the library as well. Especially them having a brutality in hand to like discard a Grizzlebrand. They get to kill my Delver here if they want. It uses up their Petal though. I'm going to make a note of the hand here. My brutality, exhume, Petal. Alright. Okay. They have an Elish Norm, which is still problematic, but... Now they don't really have anything too threatening though now. They also don't have Animate Dead in hand, so these Flusters are going to be decent. We can like Fluster Lootings as well if need be. Delver Dying is fine. It's not the best. It like loses our clock, but it uses up their Petal, which means they have less cards to loot away, so that's nice. Keep Brainstorm. Not in love with that. I kind of want to be able to dig as deep as possible to try and hit a land drop. Which means I'd want to do it after draw. I'd want to like cantrip after draw step, right? Like ponder after draw step. Right, so they played the Petal, and they're probably going to Brutality here. Taking our Brainstorm, maybe? Well, they got rid of the Exhumes. They just have a Mire in hand. They have, like, nothing now. Obviously, we can't give them all the time in the world, but... I'm just going to Brainstorm now. We could get Brainstorm locked, I guess. Maybe I can just hold up Fluster. I really want to, like, find a threat, though. You just wait. You can see like a card deeper. They're very likely just looting. Yeah, they are. I don't know that like flustering a bunch of lootings is like particularly winning strategy going along. But I guess we can wait one turn just to see a card deeper. I'm gonna wait one turn just to see a card deeper. I think I like that. But we do need to find a threat at some point, obviously. I mean, they still get to, like, dig for a threat and dump it in the yard, right, Mike? Days. That's pretty good. Let's brainstorm. Woo! Alright, we're in action. We're in action. Jeez. Wow. Okay. What am I keeping? I get to keep one. I put back one more card. We'd have actually got there last turn too, amusingly. So Spell Snare is amazing against them. So I want to keep the Spell Snare. I think Spell Snare is just like a better Flusterstorm against their deck. Why didn't I brainstorm last turn? Put back, yeah, I'm tempted to put back Fluster, because then if they looting next turn, I get to daze it. I kind of like that. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, they have another looting. Alright. The goose is loose, as they say. The goose is loose. The goose cometh. Oh my god, that's great. I think I still want to play this out. Let me attack for free. Hold up our snare. Oh my god, we just drew a Time Walk. We drew actual Time Walk. Except we don't actually draw a card off it, but you know, basically a Time Walk. It's basically a Time Walk. Oh my god. Ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy casting Nimble Mongoose. This is great. Oh. Deal. Mongoose. Mongoose are delightful. Mongoose are our friends. Mongo Potomi, oh my god. I've always wanted to spell snare and exhume. Been like my life's goal. I couldn't find another bolt. I couldn't find the BM bolt. I'm so unlucky. Oh my god. Undefeated with Rug Delver. Never lost a match with this deck. Clearly it's busted. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. I'm actually gonna disappear a moment. I need to head to the bathroom, but then we'll hop into our second match. Cast some more mongoose. On to the second match. I blocked Mew. Oh no, I keep blocking Mew. I'm so bad at this. I need to not block Mew. Hurt Mew's feelings. Yeah, the bans are kind of a lot. The bans are kind of a lot, for sure. I'm glad they didn't touch Chain Whirler at least, but... Unloosen some Mongoosen. Alright, let's join the match. It's not so much that I like Chain Whirler, so much that I think Chain Whirler's gonna get a lot weaker when all the other red cards rotate out. And I'm hesitant for any more cards to be banned in Standard anytime soon. So... This has no threats or ability to find one. Has a lot of interaction. Whenever I played Grixis Delver, I'd always mulligan these kinds of hands in the dark, though. I like being able to kill my opponent. Assume it's just the same hair, you just have to mold those hands. If only Delta was a goose. I know, right? Hey! Alright, since we know we want to draw that card anyway, I'm just gonna pass with Stifle Up. Rather than, like, casting a Ponder to draw a card we know we want. Oh my god. Get got. Yes! Oh, wow. Oh, this is great. This is pure magic. Oh my god. I don't think I want any of these, right? The Mandrills is pretty bad at the Goose. These cards don't really do much here. Brainstorm's great though. Oh my god. This is the laugh of a legitimate maniac. Oh. No, they had a land. This is so unfair. They had a land after all. Magic's the worst. Magic is the stone worst. Let's find a wasteland. Those aren't wastelands. We get to turbo our goose though. Turbo goose. I'm wondering if we want to play out this land before brainstorming. To play around days. I have never registered Wild Slash in my deck before, so... I've heard that apparently it's pretty good against Glacial Chasm, and it's also good against True Name Nemesis. I like the two big things. But I've never actually registered it before. Those are the two cards I've heard it's quite good against, though. Yeah, I'm not in love with playing out this Trop, but this guarantees we have a 3/3 this turn. Maybe it's kind of a resource spew though, like now we draw the fetch land and we feel really embarrassed. Like really, really embarrassed. This is probably an inexperienced thing. I probably just wasn't meant to like be this aggressive with like powering up Goose. Goose is gonna power up next turn anyway, right? Like who cares? If they dazed the brainstorm, it just doesn't matter. It makes no difference to anything. Now we have like no brainstorms left in our deck for later. Yeah, this is bad. Ho hum. Inexperience. I'll get used to it. The Grixis Delver mirrors always took me forever to learn. Another goose, sure. Oh, get the swing of my goose. Okay, I'm holding this land. Kinda wish I'd left Brainstorm on top now, Daze on top now. Bit scared of Tarmogoyf. Hey there, Kaylee. Hope you slept well. I'm feeling rested. Gonna have 5 cards in the yard, so the goose is probably gonna power up next turn. At which point this becomes fairly challenging. I'm kind of okay with them wastelanding me though, with us having this land in my hand, so that's not the end of the world. They're doing it in my turn to play around Stifle, I guess. Alright, let's just tap with my mongoose. Get to return a land so I can maybe shuffle it away if I ever draw my 4th Brainstorm. But they just want to hold the wasteland to cast like a True Name, maybe? Tarmogoyf, that's freaking unbeatable. Yeah, I think we're kind of dead now. Tarmogoyf is large. Gotta find the monkey and delve away the sorcery, yeah. That would probably be what would get us out of the situation. Since they don't have a sorcery yet. I guess if Rug Delver becomes like a top deck again, maybe that means Hooting Mandrills becomes worse than Tarmogoyf again. Like with less death rights, like chewing on your graveyard and stuff. Oh, crack now for Stifle, that's fair. Good point, Caius. I was thinking like saving the shuffle for a ponder, but... So I just have to block here, right? And they can like bolt me to power these up, but like I'm losing to them bolting me anyway, pretty much. So... Double daze that, so I'm going to be taking 6, going to 7. I guess that just resolves, and we have to just hope to draw Hooting Mandrills next turn. Or going to 4 rather, because yeah, now this is a 4/5, so now I can't even block it with Mandrills. I guess I can get rid of my sorcery, it makes it a 3/4, but like they're so likely to find a sorcery. Alright, so Mirror. So Submerge seems good. True Name should be good. It's like hard to cast Ruler Stifles, but if you ever resolve it, it seems dominating. I assume Sylvan Library is decent. Spell Snare seems... It does counter Tarmogoyf, which is relevant. It's a way to kill Tarmogoyf. Like, killing Tarmogoyf is pretty hard for us, but... So maybe you just have to keep it in anyway, but it's like all it hits. I guess they might be bordering in like libraries of their own, right? So that's a consideration. Fire Ice seems complete garbage in this matchup. Like, honestly, Bolt isn't amazing. It only kills Delver, right? No Pyroblast? Yeah, we want the Pyroblast. You're right, sorry. I'm new to this deck. Honestly, Bolt isn't amazing because it only kills Delver. So we can probably trim one as well. Then we're left with like one more cut. Maybe just have the one Spell Snare to help with Goyfs, but like... Surgical to ambush them off Threshold? I am finding it very hard to read how serious you're being. Like, yeah, every card matters here. That's that was my impression. Okay, you were joking. Cool. Cool. Thank you. You're really serious. This is true. Alright, I think this is a fine way to have the setup. I don't know if the Flusters are good enough, but maybe the Fluster's just better than Pierce, right? We should have Fluster in. You'd outright cut the snares, that's reasonable. I think I like this. Just because it has like 3 mana producing lands. Seems really important. I don't think you need to find a threat early in these mirrors. It's the impression I get. Delver, I'm just going to go ahead and Pyroblast this. Cool. That's a lot of stifles. There's a lot of stifles. Incoming Tropical Island Tarmogoyf. We can just let Delver resolve and stifle it every turn for the rest of the game. Oh my lord, Mike. That is a lot. I'm slightly tilted about the double dual land opening versus my triple stifle. I guess I just have to spend a stifle on something, right? This is not exciting now they have 2 dual lands in play, but they boarded out fetches. Oh. Alright, well they don't have a Tarmogoyf, so we have that going for us. Nimble Mongoose is kind of manageable. That was the line to fit Surgicals, bought out fetch lands. Oh my god, Chaos. I guess I just hold this land for a Brainstorm. Doesn't really matter, the Delta's only going to be stifled anyway, but... Right, they can hit us for 1, chip away, gnaw away I guess. Like, when they have 2 other lands in play, I just don't love stifling these lands of theirs, but I feel like I want to be trading my cards for cards in some way, so that's like something. If I find a wasteland, it's like decent for me, because then I can cut them off a colour. Alright, I can draw a wasteland and then shuffle away the other 2. Do it in their upkeep in case they have Stifle. We still need to find an answer to this at some point, and obviously we're in helping their threshold, but still think I meant to do this. Oh my god. Triple Stifle draw versus the a million lands draw. Okay, we can find another trop. And then we can stifle this delta, and that will cut them off green. So this is actually still working out fine, right? We just need to find something to block their mongoose with. This is the main thing. This game is reasonably silly. This game is reasonably silly. Get used to this. Yeah. I guess this is getting days, because they can pay for my days. We're now on 14. Am I meant to play this out? Like, it builds me towards Hardcast Force. I feel like having a land to shuffle away to brainstorm is probably more important, but yeah, I feel like in a world where we're hardcasting Force, we're losing is the problem, because then we're down so many cards. Because we have like 5 lands in play, and they have 1 or 2. That's a good draw. We can now block their mongoose. Yeah, I think we were meant to hold land for brainstorm, Kaylee. I agree with you. I think I would prefer that. Alright, tradesies. Gets a creature in the yard for their Tarmogoyfs. I can't really justify forcing this, but like I have to save force for Tarmogoyf. I can't answer Tarmogoyf. I think I have to let this resolve and just hope I draw like my own mongoose or hooting mandrills in my top couple cards. Like I have a lot of cantrips left in my deck too, so those are all live draws. I'm gonna let this resolve. Alright, so we get to brainstorm. And we're dead. My certainty dropped significantly when Grixis Delver was banned, Phil. I think it's fair to say. My likelihood of winning the PT dropped a lot when Deathrite Shaman was banned. I was a fan of Deathrite Shaman, can confirm. I love Deathrite Shaman. It was great. I won matches. Those Halcyon days. That's an unbeatable magic card. I guess I dazed that. Return some lands for a brainstorm. I actually, yeah, just like pass now. Pass the turn. Hope they don't have a bolt. Strong. Yeah. I will force of will your Tarfire. Your Tarfire is a hymn to Turak. Oh my god. Must admit, I felt a bit lost as to what I was meant to do in that matchup. What I'm probably meant to do is have a pile of Tarmogoyfs in my deck, honestly. Rather than these things. Goose is 100% in this league so far. Fair point. Fair point. Rug Delver is has currently won every match this league. We got there. It took me a moment. I guess this is fine. Rug Delver has won every match this league. Ooh. Gonna get burnt. Pile of Dazes and True Name, not a combo. Also, if this True Name was a Tarmogoyf, we'd be in a great position. Because we were putting an enchantment in their yard. So that's also a thing. Oh my god, I really wish this True Name was a Tarmogoyf right now. If this True Name was a Tarmogoyf, we could like literally never lose this match. Yeah, maybe we're meant to mull this, Kaylee. That's fair. I'm still kind of getting used to this. Alright, so we can ponder. We can keep the fetch and cast the Mandrills, right? Does that work? So this is going to be free. Fetch is up to 4, yeah. So we can keep the fetch and get our Hoot in play. Which sounds awesome to me, because we just need to kill our opponent. It does lock us off of red mana, but we will cope. So Hooting Mandrill is also worse than a Tarmogoyf here. Very marginally. Fire Blast my Hooting Mandrills. Yeah, Daze is decent versus price, that's true. Oh my god. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Deal. Again, if Hooting Mandrills was a Tarmogoyf, it would have lived through the Fire Blast. Just saying. Yeah, I can wasteland my own Trop to play around price at some point. I think that point is after we have threats in play, though. Apparently, Caius, apparently. So things we have learnt in 3 matches of playing this deck, there is no world in which I'm not just registering Tarmogoyfs. I mean, that's actually a thing, Leviathan. At some point, you do just hold up your wasteland. Right? Like, I did that in Grixis Delver a lot. Just, like, hold your wasteland open forever. Once you've, like, deployed your threats. I only have 1 land. That's great news for us. That is amazing news for us. Delver's great. Yeah, we don't have to, Kaylee. This is true. But it is something, like, we can be aware of anyway. Alright, let's draw the Delver. Speed up our clock a bit. That's true, Kaylee. I will remember that. Good point. Wasting a response to price is literally getting a freezer and orb. Oh my god. There's no other way we could possibly get a freezer and orb. So we have a 3-turn clock here with like 1,000,000 pieces of counter magic. So I think we should be good this game. Price of progress. Delve a trigger, reveal this fire ice, draw this fire ice. So I can ice upkeep here, I guess, and then I get to draw the force, and like, yeah, this seems good. Ice, tap down the mountain. Now our Daze is still alive because of the ice. Mongoosin. Alright, put you to 5. Am I casting the Mongoose? Blue-green Delver looking strong. Oh my god. It sure is. Blue-green Delver is sure looking strong right now. I think I want to cast the Mongoose, then they can't, like, attempt to bolt down my Aberration. Realistically, not much that we do actually matters here, but... So they are dead on board, and dead if they tried to kill something, yeah. I think it's one of those situations, like, where what we do doesn't actually matter. Because, like, they're dead to literally all the plays we could make. These stifles, we've not seen fetches in our opponent's list. I assume these stifles are getting boarded out. For, like, literal anything. I must admit, it is nice not having 4 Gitaxian probes in your deck that you need to immediately board out in this matchup. That's just good deck building. Yeah, not having fetches would make sense now, right? Not having fetches makes sense. So bad cards. The Stifles seem bad from what we saw. And the Dismember seems atrocious. And the Wastelands are not great. Because they only really kill our lands. So these are like the bad cards. Problem is we don't really have much else to board in. Bring in Price of Progress. Yeah. So yes, the question is Rough Tumble and Pithing Needle, are these better than some of these? Because Rough Tumble can kill, like, very inefficiently kill, like, a Goblin Guide. Or potentially, like, multiple creatures on the draw. On the draw, this, like, might even just be good. If they go, like, multiple Goblin Guide opener. The Pithing Needle, all it does is stop Grim Lavamancer. Which I don't know how many copies they're gonna play, but I doubt they probably have like 2 or 3 Grim Lavamancers maybe. Grim Lavamancer is like medium annoying. I think I'm gonna bring in the Rough Tumble definitely. I don't know that I like the Pithing Needle enough. I think I'm just gonna have the Wastelands in and accept they're kind of bad. That sounds pretty good. Got a Force, got a Threat. Can, like, kill one of their threats. Are we forcing the turn 1 guide? We do have a Wild Slash. I think we are not forcing this. I think we are Wild Slashing this. Even though we take 2 damage out of it. I think that is fine. It does mean we don't get to get our Mongoose going this turn, but I think this is okay. Daze, okay. Reasonable. We have a lot of Ponders, so this Mongoose should power up in a reasonable time frame. I am 100% forcing this, so it's not seem particularly beatable at the moment. Ponder. How do you feel about another Mongoose? It's like fine. It speeds up our clock a bit. We're gonna have 3 cards in yard. Ponder makes it 4. Daze makes it 5. I just worry if we keep the other mongoose, like this collection of cards is gonna struggle to flip our mongoose quickly. So I actually kind of want to shuffle, I think. I guess we do get to ponder next turn to like dig towards other stuff, but this seems bad to me. Yeah, I agree with shuffling Kaylee. I think it makes sense, yeah. I think I'm just going to hold up Spell Snare this turn. Our mongoose isn't even going to get to attack as a 3/3 next turn anyway. And I'm a bit scared of Eidolon. I think an Eidolon would actually be fairly hard to beat here. Goblin Guide. Okay. They reveal another mongoose. Sure. That kind of punishes us for not playing out the mongoose last turn, but this is fine. So do I want to ponder? If I ponder into a fetch, I have 5 cards in my yard. So the mongoose still wouldn't quite flip. I think I still want to ponder though. Now that they've missed their 3rd land. So like our Daze has a decent chance of countering an Eidolon anyway. I will shuffle away this stupid Hooting Mandrills. And like these irrelevant cards, I could leave the Volk in there for the Goblin Guide, I guess, but I should actually think about this. Like, I can draw the Flusterstorm, play my mongoose. I draw the Volcanic Island off the Goblin Guide. Next turn I get to play a 4/4. I'm actually kind of interested in keeping these. Yeah, I think I like this too, Kaylee. I think this is going to work out nicely. Yeah, we don't have an answer to the guide, yeah. What's the chance that we're just chumping with Goose? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I feel like it's not that likely. I feel like we can set up like a double block with the geese. Worst case scenario. I don't think I'm gonna chump here. I think I'm just gonna take the 2. We can definitely get punished for this, but I think this is fine. Alright, so we get to pack across for 1. And then we cast the Mandrills, and I think we want to hold up like the 1 mana counter magic, even though it means like the geese are like less likely to ever grow up. The team is pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. It's very different. It's very, very different from Grixis, but it has definitely been enjoyable so far. Fire Blast time. Oh, Searing Blaze. I would like to Spell Snare your Searing Blaze. Oh shit, I meant to let them cast another spell and then I'm so stupid. I am the worst. I guess this would have still dealt 3 to me, right? So I'm stopping them dealing 3 to me, so this is still fine. Yeah, this would never have actually been a 2-for-1 for me. So this is fine. This is fine. Grim Lava Monster is less fine. This card seems really strong. I guess they don't have fetch lands in their list, which makes Lava Monster less scary than I'm used to. Oh my god. Alright. Well. Max punished for countering the Searing Blaze. Also probably can't win anymore. Again, this is another game where, like, Tarmogoyf would have been unreal, and Mandrills was just kind of bad, right? They have an Eidolon in their yard. If that was a Tarmogoyf, they can never kill it. Yeah, if that Mandrills was a Goyf, this game would be very easy. I agree. Instead, we're probably just, like, rip. Yeah, the Mandrills was so bad. I don't understand why people were playing this card. Yeah, play the Wasteland, agree. I don't think I can realistically win this game anymore, but I definitely agree that playing the Wasteland's correct. I mean, I feel like Mandrills and Goyf are like your worst threats against Reanimator anyway, regardless of which you play. Mandrills interacts well with True Name. Are there just going to be less True Names in the format now though? I feel like a big part of people playing True Name was the fact that it was really good against, True Name was really good against Pile. Forced them to play lots of awkward answers so that they could deal with True Name. And now, like, Pile's just not a thing. Still a big player in Stoneblade variants, but those are bad. Like, those have always been bad. They've been bad for, like, years, right? I don't see how... I guess there are less Colligan's commands, so maybe they'll be a bit better. But I don't see how we win this game, but I guess I have to attack. Okay, they've always been bad was an overstatement, I will admit. They've been bad for a long time though. Maybe that was all just like Divining Top and Deathrite Shaman. But I have no idea how I win this. I need to get like loads of cards in my yard for the Mongoose. I guess I need them to cast stuff into my counter magic. Yeah. Am I meant to just attack with both Mongoose? I guess it doesn't change the clock at all if I'm hoping for them to be free freeze next turn. So I should just hold them back so I can block the Goblin Guide. If you get bounced... What makes you think that could be well positioned, Manmon? It may be alright. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I certainly haven't like played with the Stoneblade variants, so all I know is like whenever I've watched them they've looked kind of mopey to me, but that's fair. You don't think we're blocking, so we might as well be attacking. That's reasonable. They can't kill a Mongoose. The Mongoose have Shroud. Oh, as in if we attack, they'd kill a Mongoose. Yeah, that makes sense, Kaylee. Because they block with the Lava Monster maybe, and then like kill the Delver. Yeah, they always have Shroud at all times. I just have to fluster whatever they play, right, to get cards in my yard for the Mongoose. Huh, I was meant to Daze first, because then they pay for Daze and they don't get to activate Lava Monster. That was really bad sequencing. God, I'm just playing this game really badly, huh? Obviously it wouldn't matter if this had been a Tarmogoyf, but... Guess I have to get this Daze in the yard as well. Yeah, we also want Daze in the yard, yep. Obviously the sequencing is horrendous because now we don't eat into their mana, but we have to do it, so I guess I'm gonna do it. And now I should wasteland myself now since I'm gonna be doing it anyway, and I don't want them to like price in response to me wasting myself. Okay. If they attack, I can jump with Delver. I guess the fear is now maybe they just don't attack with Goblin Guide anymore. And then we're in trouble. But then we're still drawing live to like a million different cards to turn on our threshold, so... And then we get to keep the Delver in play. Yeah, we just hold Delver back. Yep, yep. We're fine. Please attack me. Rude. Also rude. That makes me sad I missed out on like potential 2 damage last turn, huh? Lightning bolt. Awesome. That's amazing. Jesus. Jeez, that's unreal. What are we doing with this lightning bolt? I think we're killing the Grim Lava Monster. Yeah, I agree, Kaylee. Kill the Lava Monster. How many things am I holding back? I'm holding back like 1 Mongoose, I guess. Attack with just the Delver. And hold back both my free freeze. So that I can't die to a bolt effect. That's fair. Like, all that happens if I attack with both my Mongoose is, or even one of my Mongoose is like I end up trading a Mongoose for a guide, which seems really, really crap. That's fair. Alright, Delver is attacking. Monkeys are going decently. Monkeys are definitely going decently. We are learning a lot. We are learning that Hooting Mandrills is bad and Tarmogoyf is, like, absurd. That's an important lesson to have learnt. Hooting Mandrills would be massively better than a Goyf right now. Is that even true? It shrinks our Nimble Mongoose, Mike. We lose our free freeze. That's not even, like... I guess it's technically true in that we can cast it, but I think both are garbage in that scenario, right? Do we want a Wasteland to become a Piffing Needle for Grim Lava Monster? I was considering that anyway. It's really narrow. It's, like, obviously absurdly narrow. But, like, the Wastelands are really narrow too. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of it. I just feel like the 4th Wasteland is going to be garbage, and the Piffing Needle is probably going to be garbage most of the time, but sometimes it will be great. Alright, we will go first. I mean, this is a keep. We've got cantrips, right? We can find a threat with our cantrips. Just like lead on Ponder. I want to shuffle all of these and keep looking for a threat. That is true, Charlotte. I guess, like, my thinking is that, turn one, what the hell? That's adorable. I don't think we can force this. I think this one resolves. We'll get to block it at some point. I think my thinking is, like, we already have 3 Wastelands against the price of Progresses anyway. You can't wait for it to draw, like, 8 cards. I mean, that's not happening anymore, but... Alright, this is, this game is looking decent. Again, wishing these were Tarmogoyfs, but you know. Play with what you have. What do I pitch? I'm definitely pitching one of the forces. Yeah, we're definitely bolting the Bomat. I agree with that. Put back Force Days. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's fair. We'll draw like another blue card for Force at some point soon. That seems good. I'm just gonna pass with Bolt Up. If they play a guide, we want to kill it, right? Like, I think if they played a guide, we'd probably kill it instead of a courier. Bomat courier. Standard All-Star Bomat courier. Yeah, that's a Monastery Swift Spare. That's fine. We can like start blocking that as of next turn. I'm just gonna kill the courier. Legacy staple Bomat courier apparently. Oh my god. It's saw a tiny bit of play in Grixis Delver. where I always assumed it must be atrocious because Grixis Delver is not an aggro deck. Was not an aggro deck. Alright, let's get our merfolk down. This interaction is awkward. That's fair, that could make it better. Agree. I wonder if the answer is you keep in, like, or you board in, like, a couple of otherwise atrocious blue cards just because they pitch the force. You board in, like, your Submerge and accept it's unplayably bad. Holy cow, 6 damage. Right. I have to force this. I lose like half my clock then, which is really awkward. I don't think I can afford to take 6 though. I've heard about Jade doing that. I think she mentioned it on Twitter. I don't see how I win this game if I lose half my clock. Obviously my opponent now knows I have force, but whatever. They probably figured that anyway. Like, the other option is I let this resolve, I don't go down to 5. Rip a blue card, land my second true name, put them to 17. And then I have them on, like... We probably have to force this, I agree. It's just really awkward. I just don't know how we win if we're forcing this. We have to, like, top deck another creature, I guess. Again, this is another game where, like, Tarmogoyf would have been absurd. With, like, them having an artifact creature in their yard. I should probably stop going on about that, though, at some point. Oh my god. So good. I'm playing against your deck. Sweet. Also, hi there. Tarmogoyf would have been a good draw here. Yeah, this is true. So we put back the Rough Tumble, and then the Brainstorm. I get to Wasteland myself to stop, if they have price, which is good. I can bolt this down. Alright, I would like to bolt your Swift Spear. Please don't have Fire Blast. Please, please, please. Don't bolt, we have Mongoose. Oh, and Mongoose blocks it anyway, that's true. You're right. This would have got to chump block at some point, though. So it's always going to, like, buy them the free life. And, like, they might have enough, like, prowess triggers to get it past the goose anyway, at which point things get awkward. So I think it's fine. We have them on a 3-turn clock. We have partial protection from Price of Progress. Obviously we're drawing a Brainstorm next turn, which we can use to dig towards, like... We might want to bolt their face, that's true. But, like, I feel like bolting the Swift Spear is like bolting their face, because it means they don't get to chump the Mongoose at any point. Is my thinking. I would like to kill my Volcanic. Maybe I meant to have Wastelanded on my turn. Because otherwise they could go Mountain double price. And, like, play over the top of the wasteland. Guess I just do this now. If I find a mongoose, it can block Goblin Guide. Alright, well, we now know what we have left for the rest of the game, right? We know what we're working with. We are working with a Flusterstorm, which is not looking good against, like, free lands, but it might do something. We have a 2-turn clock. Obviously dead to 2 bolt effects, but price doesn't kill us in 1 hit. Okay. That's pretty strong. It's, means we probably can't fluster anything meaningful. So we have to attack with both our creatures here to keep them on this clock. And put them to 5. Also means they get to attack us down to 4. Maybe I had to hold back the goose for 1 turn, so I could block this. Like, they get to block next turn anyway, so it's not even like I'm maintaining a 2-turn clock. Like, if somehow they can't kill us, then they get to block. So maybe I'm just meant to attack with this so I can't take 2. Yeah, I think I agree. I agree that that's what I was meant to do. It is now really awkward that I'm going down to 4 and I'm probably dead. Should have given Chris. I roll. Fire blast incoming. Uh-huh. Alright. I think we're probably losing that anyway, even if we hold back the mongoose, but I also think it was probably correct to hold back the mongoose. Now 1 and 2. One of those losses was the mirror, and one of those losses was a match we literally lost because we didn't have Tarmogoyfs in our deck, so I think I'm fine with this. I'm still learning as well. I'm having a good time with the deck. I think the moment we jam some Tarmogoyfs in this deck, it's going to be great. Also frees up a sideboard slot if we like play a pile of Goyfs and accept we're not playing True Name, which is cool. Alright, let's do this. We don't have Tarmo because all the lists up until, like, basically every list that did well up until the bans played Hooting Mandrills instead of Tarmo. And I thought I'd just, and like, I went on the Delver Discord, the Rug Delver Discord, and people were like, yeah, Hooting Mandrills is still going to be decent. So I was like, cool. And I strongly agree with you that they should just be Tarmogoyfs. Like, they've been really bad, so. Like, I'm surprised they weren't Tarmogoyfs before the ban, and now that the ban's happened, they should definitely be them. So, here's what it is. Let's just get a Delver down. It seems great. Delver go. More burn. Reveal Brainstorm. Attack for free. Play a couple more threats, I guess. Oh, maybe they're on prison? This is like a really not explosive hand from prison, though. I wonder if I'm just meant to, like, play out Delver and, like, brainstorm to set up Delver. Just play threats. Get him dead, yeah. Daze a thingy. You right. I was, like, tempted just to set up Delver instead and, like, plan on shuffling away the Mongoose. But this is fine. Ooh. Here we go. Pia and Kira in the law. That seems wildly unbeatable. Please, no spirit. Fuck. Oh my dear lord, they had a spirit guide. We are now dead. They have cast Plague Wind. I think I'm gonna upkeep Brainstorm here. Because then, like, we can guarantee an attack with the Delver. We can stifle a sacrifice as well, which is nice. So what we can do is put back the Stifle on top and flip this, put back the Ponder on top and flip this Delver. And just, like, keep making 3/2 flyers and hope that's good enough. We lose to, like, a bunch of stuff then, but I think this is the plan. Oh, we need to put back the 2 spells, right? Because we're going to draw 1. Oh, no, we need to put back the 2 spells, right? Because we're going to draw 1 for turn. So we need them in, like, a row for this Delver. Rawr. Alright, they're planning on sacking Thopters. That is actually weirdly good for us. We have a spell on top for our Delver. So next time we have 3 flyers. Need to dodge like a bridge. That's fine. Actually doesn't do very much, weirdly. Rawr. Fear my aberrations. Fear them. Oh. Guess I just pass here. I just feel like I'm not going to get that much value off of shuffling away a land is the thing. Kaylee, I feel like I just need to, like, kill my opponent as fast as humanly possible. Also, the game's now awkward. I guess we still have bolts in our deck, so we're still drawing live, but... Alright. Is this, are we sitting and trying to find a second bolt? Or are we killing the Magus? I think we're holding it, right? We're holding the bolt. I'm just like hoping to fade for long enough. I'm fairly sure that's what we're doing. Yeah, I agree. Just like hold on to it, at least for a little while. Yeah. Just like hope they don't rip a chalice. Yep, exactly, Kaylee. I agree. Like, all that really matters is finding lightning bolts anyway, so we might as well keep hold of the one we have. We have nothing that kills bridge in the main deck, no, G-Poi. Alright. Can kill an aberration, sure. At some point they can kill my other aberration and start attacking, potentially. I'm not convinced that would be correct, though. I'm going to play out this land. So foresee a world in which, like, they decide to, like, throw bridge at the aberration and start swinging, and then we just want to be able to deploy stuff as quickly as possible. Like, kill Magus, play True Name. Okay. Still just gonna play out this land, I think. I think we have 4 draws in the deck that literally... No, we have 5 draws in the deck that literally kill them. Which is good. I'm gonna hold this fetch land. We are just gonna chill here for a while. Deal. I'm okay with Blood Moon. How's it going? It's going pretty well. I'm enjoying trying out Rug Delver. Ooh, that's a really, really, really good draw. Force is like an absurd draw. Jeez. Let's get rid of this Stifle. This game has been very odd. Just like staring at each other intently. Oh, that's also true, Mike. Good point. I guess they have to be worried about us doing something like that, huh? Oh, we could have attacked. I'm not sure I like. Oh my god, Chalice. All right. Maybe we're meant to attack and like get one of these off their side. I don't think it matters what I get rid of, but hey. Yeah, we should have. Because they just block and then like lose a creature forever. And like Fiery Confluence answers our Mongoose, at which point they get to start attacking. Do we counter Chandra? Oh yeah, it would be a trade, wouldn't it? That's true. I think I have to counter Chandra. Obviously leaves them with a bunch of other good cards to draw to, but that's where we're at. It's like Chalice are the things. Chalice is the only thing I care about, I think. But Chandra finds Chalice quicker, so I think I have to counter Chandra for that reason. Oh my god. Please. Lightning Bolt. Make this end. Ugh. Sure. You have a bridge. Oh my lord. I wonder if we're almost at the point where unlocking our cantrips is better than keeping hold of the bolt. We now have 2 cantrips in hand. I think if we draw a... Oh wait, they have a Blood Moon in play. Ignore me. We're just literally just sitting here waiting for bolts. Okay. Ignore me, they have a moon. Yep. Agree. I realized. I got that. It took me a moment. There are currently 5 lethal spells in our deck. Somewhere in our deck. This Pier Gate is almost halfway to lethal. It sure is. This is engaging content, I'm sure. This is deeply riveting content. If they cast a Chalice, we're down to 1 lethal spell in our deck. Because of the Fire Ice. So at least we aren't like stone dead to Chalice. Just like mostly dead. Oh. Hazaret off the top 1 time. Please no. Please can we not? Turn 18. The oft talked about turn 18 in Legacy. I am on 16. Oh, do they have fiery confluences in hand? Are they going to try and, like, fiery confluence me out? I'm so smart. Also dead. The 2/2 army, and they're going to attack this turn, right? They're not going to attack. Interesting. I guess we're dead next turn, potentially. Yeah, we're dead next turn. Fuck. Alright, make them do it. Maybe I just had to bolt Pierre and Kira in the law there, instead of letting them untap with it. Yeah, I probably had to main phase bolt P and K, right? Oh, it didn't matter. Grim. Drew like 15 cards, couldn't find any bolt effects. There it was. Okay, okay. Postboard. Abrade, Ancient Grudge, in. Other than that, wow, we just don't have anything for this matchup, huh? We have, like, Pithing Needle, I guess. Sylvan Library. We don't have a Hydroblast, though. These are good, these are good. What am I cutting? Stifle is not great. True Name Nemesis? Oh, we should bring that in just because it can attack and block. Rough might be okay. I feel like Rough is worse than our Bolt effects was the problem, otherwise I might like it. The deal with that is that I copied outdated lists. And that even the outdated lists probably shouldn't have been playing mana rules, but like people have been doing it for months. Yeah, Dismember seems bad, sort of Stifle, agree. I don't know if we just want to cut all the Stifles. It counts as like part of Pierre and Kieran. They do seem pretty atrocious. Probably worse than the everything else. Everyone thinks we should have Rough. I guess it doesn't even clear up Pierre and Kieran. I'm not going to bother with the Rough. I could see it being correct to bring it in, but I just don't think I prefer it over any of the other cards. Rough up the Rabble Master. It does kill the token as well. That's a thing. So are we playing a Delver and crossing our fingers, or are we passing with counter magic up and being like incredibly safe and sensible? I think I'm passing with counter magic up and being safe and sensible. I'm actually going to end of turn brainstorm here, because I want to find my second land. And I want to be able to go Delver with counter magic up. So, as much as like end of turn brainstorm is maligned, I think it's good here. Interesting. So we leave one on top for the Delvers and then we're good. Right. For a Delver. So I'm 100% casting a Delver this turn. I'm unsure on the second. We have Ancient Grudge, so we can answer a lot of the stuff. I think I'm still just meant to be safe though. We have so many answers in hand. We could just play both for sure. I think that would be very reasonable. It just feels like we have so many answers we can actually just afford to like legitimately try and answer every threat they have, is the thing. Blood Moon is pretty bad for us because it turns off all our counter magic and then makes other things bad for us. I think it's specifically Blood Moon and like Chandra that are really, really bad there for us. Sick. That was quicker than the previous game. Also a Pyroclasm effect, yeah, you're right, Arcan Levin, or even like, yeah, like Fiery Confluence would be bad for us, even if it's like a bit hard for them to cast there. They'd need like an Ancient Tomb and a Spirit Guide or something. Alright, game 3. On the draw, but we have a Force and an Abrade. So this hand is looking pretty decent. Obviously we have the Force, it's a bit unfortunate because we'd lose our threat, but yes you can. That is the deck list. Ooh, they're mulliganing. Awesome, awesome. They put a card on the bottom. Chromox, sure. You have not told me this, Kaylee. How did you beat turn 1 Chalice on the play? Blood Moon. I guess we're losing our threat. So we can't really beat that. Okay. Well, pass the turn. Hope you have nothing. Ooh, I get to Stone Rain them. Yeah, opponent does have one card left. We still need to find a threat in a timely fashion though. But opponent having one card left is definitely good for us. I'm just gonna kill this. They're clearly like struggling on mana, right? So obviously the braid is like important as the games go along, but I think one of the ways we win this is taking them off their mana here. Wow, that's really good. Jeez. Right, if we can survive one turn here, this Sylvan Library is gonna like solve everything. Yes! Oh my god. I'm so excited. I get to use Sylvan Library. Alright. So we put this on top. We pay 4 to keep this. And I can just like crack this fetch land. Do you like having main deck or sideboard island and main board BEB? What's BEB Arc 11? I could see an island being okay in the board, but I need to play this deck more before I could like confirm or deny. I always liked that in Grixis Delver, but Grixis Delver is obviously a pretty different deck. I'm gonna play all this land. We've got Force in hand, so oh, blue Elemental Blast. Sideboard Blue Blast could be fine. I played Hydro Blast in Grixis Delver before, but like a lot of my experience is just with Grixis Delver, so I'm like still getting used to this deck. Oh wow, this is dreamy. Jesus Christ. This is so good. So 100% in keeping the Goose. I guess I just want to keep all of it and like turbocharge the Goose. We go to 5, which makes a Fiery Confluence lethal for the rest of the game. I think that's fine. I think we're going to be able to deal with Confluence. Always pay 8. Always. Their Goose is cooked. I might brainstorm here and try and find another threat. I should have done this already before casting the Goose, not that it changes anything. We lose our blue card for Force, but we probably find another blue card for Force, so like whatever. We're shuffling away the Bolt or the Grudge. I think the Bolt does speed up our clock by a turn, which is a thing. The Grudge is like pretty good, but I think I'm going to shuffle away the Grudge. We've got these dazes. We can like daze a bunch of things anyway. I think I like having Bolt as a time walk here. Find our trop. And yeah, Bolt can like kill stuff as well. You're right. I can kill like Rabble Master, Magus, etc. Another Nimble Mongoose sounds delightful. How are we stacking these? So we now have a 3-turn clock out of nowhere. I guess it doesn't matter how we stack them because we have Library in play, right? As long as we draw the Goose, it doesn't matter how we stack them. And loosen the Mongoosen. Sick. Alright, 2 and 2. Recovering. 2 and 2, and one of the losses was the mirror, and the other one we lost because we didn't have Tarmogoyfs. So, this is a good start to learning this deck. I am excited. I am going to go get some more water, and then we'll hop into the final match. It'll probably kick me out before I'm back. Back in a sec. No, I was too slow. Also, I blocked Mew out again because I'm... Oh my god, I need to stop doing that. I need to leave Mew in view when I head out. Oh. Anyway, I am back. On to the 5th match. And then we can put some Tarmogoyfs in this deck before I ever play it again. Because, dear god. Alright, I'm excited there. Excited to keep playing this. Tamu boys. Oh my god. Alright. On the draw. Ooh, mulligan. I guess this is a keep. I'm pretty interested in a Ponder. Just because, like, we need to be fueling our Mongoose, and we might have to, like, pitch one of these to force anyway. Oh my god. Tezzeret, maybe? Or Affinity? Probably Affinity with Seeds of the Synod. But they'd have had a more explosive opening if they're Affinity. This is weird. I don't really understand what's happening. Ponder. Need a green source. Found a green source. These all seem great. I guess we draw the Delver and the Tarn. Oh, mono blue painter maybe, huh? Interesting. Gonna get an artifact in the graveyard real quick for that tar. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh my god. They could be on like an Enlightened Tutor deck, maybe. Alright, let's get some threats down here. Huh. I am not interested in forcing this. Feel like this force is going to be important. What are the chances they're on like some weirdo Enlightened Tutor Miracles list and like they untap and Terminus us? And we feel really stupid for playing out the Mongoose. Whatever. Say go. Next time we get to like Wasteland, we'll cast some cantrips, grow our goose. Alright, I'm intrigued. Jesus Christ. Spell piercing coming. I should keep the brain. I should keep the ponder, maybe. I don't have that many resources for the brainstorm. Is the thing. Alright. Yep, spell pierce. Get got. Jeez. I'm so dead. I'm so incredibly dead. If I keep the ponder, I'm only going to be shuffling anyway with it, so I might as well shuffle and leave an extra ponder in my deck. And like have outs to casting a 1-drop this turn. It would have been good against the agree. Oh, they're on an Enlightened Shooter deck. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to stifle this trigger, right? Otherwise our deck doesn't function. Alright. They have a force. I'm feeling reasonably dead right now. We don't have outs to this, do we? Pretty sure we don't have outs to this. Yeah, they're on Helm combo. I'm just gonna say I don't have outs to this. Move on with my life. Seems likely. Alright. So, Sylvan Library seems gas. Piffing Needle seems fine. Clusters are like medium interesting. Pyroblasts seem amazing. Price is maybe medium interesting. Ancient Grudge is at least medium interesting. It could be good. They have like Seat of the Synod as well. Thing is, most of their things they have for Enlightened Tutor will be enchantments. But Grudge still does some stuff. So this is the stuff I really want. Surgical counting a combo piece. I think I'd rather just wait, how does Energy Field interact with Wild Slash? Sorry, just a sec. Holy cow, we could have still technically killed them with Wild Slash. That's really funny. Yeah, Surgical's bad. I agree. I agree with you completely, Kaylee. Just because, like, rather than, yeah, I think Price Progress is probably more. I think I agree. I think it's worse than other options anyway. Yeah, the ferocious mattering. It's kind of absurd. I guess I can cut the mana rules to make myself less weak to rip. What is it? Let me bring my card in. Okay. I'm still wondering if I want, like, these. Yeah, Stifle's not exciting. They do have fetch lands, though. I feel like attacking their mana is, like, a viable option. They only showed us a Seat of the Synod. They probably have one Seat of the Synod as a tutorable land. So we could still bring in Ancient Grudge, but I don't think it's going to be amazing. It's just going to be fine. I think I'm going to keep in the Stifles, but that might be wrong. I think they probably have a bunch of fetch lands because they're 3 colors. Surgical always host you? Is the deck not able to play like a normal control deck at all? Looks like I'm playing Grixis Delver. Traveling back in time. I guess my concern is if I bring in like too much stuff like Surgical, then the like normal control game plan ends up getting me. Or like I give my opponent too much time because I have like less relevant cards, and as a result of giving them like more time, they can just like get lock pieces in play even though I've like Surgical the helm or whatever. I don't know. Attempt to ponder, I suppose. Alright. Brainstorm in response to my ponder. Curious. Yeah, that's also part of it, Kaylee. For sure. I agree with that completely. Force, Pyroblast, Wasteland. Interesting. I want to keep these, I'm just deciding what I'm doing with them. Like, I'm not sure if I might just have to, like, shuffle away the Force and hope that the Pyroblast is good enough. And then I have the possibility of going, like, Pyroblast into Fret. You think we shuffle? It's interesting. Like, no matter what, we get to keep one card off of this. Is that one card better than, like, a random card? Yeah, I want to keep this. I just don't know what I'm doing with it for Force and Blast. I would like to draw Pyro this turn. Yeah, I think Force is really awkward. Agree. I guess we can, if we force the rip, they go to 14 next turn. So we have like a 3-turn clock. I'm definitely shuffling away the Force. I'm going to put Wasteland Pyro. Not shuffle, draw the Pyro, pass the turn, and depending on what land they play, we can keep or shuffle the Wasteland. If, like, we don't have to Pyro something. Yeah, now they've played out a basic, I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to do it in my upkeep in case they try and like predict in response or something. You can afford to get a drop here. Ponder. Interesting. Attack with my aberration. Am I casting a true name nemesis or am I pondering? There is a non-zero chance that there is a Terminus as the top card of their library, as they brainstormed. It's like very non-zero. I think I still want to cast the true name though. Puts them on an incredibly quick clock. It means I don't get to hold up Pyroblast, which is a bit unfortunate, but... I could definitely see this being incorrect. You just ponder? I feel really silly now. True name does increase it, right? By like a turn. Rip energy field shuts us down. That's true. But like we can ponder for the answer to the other half once they've cast the first half, I feel like. I guess they could go Ancient Tomb. But Impulse, Jesus, they're really dedicated to comboing. Maybe I'm underestimating how like combo focused they are. I'm used to seeing like controlling versions of this with Terminus and stuff. But Impulse is like really aggressive on the combo front. Rest in peace, resolves. I mean, we have them on a 2-turn clock. We just need to untap and... okay. We have them on a 3-turn clock. Yeah, I was a bit worried about like something like them drawing swords was like part of it, but... we just have to shuffle this, right? We just have to find... we just have to find a force or a daze. Basically just have to find force. Maybe we did just have to draw that force and like hope to find a blue card. This is really weird. If we keep the Delver, do they just die next turn? They go 11-5, so maybe we keep the Delver and just like cross our fingers. I think I like that the most. That makes sense too, Kaylee. Yeah. It's tough. I'm not really sure what the right line was this match. We'd like... it's really awkward not really knowing what my opponent's deck is actually like. It's like obfuscating a lot of stuff. I'm gonna brainstorm. It puts them dead next turn, and we drew a daze because we're amazing. So which card are we not ever gonna draw? We're obviously drawing the Bolt next turn. So I guess we hide the Stifle. Attack for free. Put you to 11. Please no energy field. Yeah, my thinking was that Daze actually plays up against Helm, right? Because we can like stop them getting it into play easily. And like we have to get rid of one of the cards. So it's either Daze or Stifle. Please no energy field. God damn it. Yeah. Not having access to Cabal Therapy in your deck sucks. Jesus. I miss Cabal Therapy so much right now. Daze and hope they misclick. I could have Pyroblasted the field, that's true. Maybe I was meant to do that instead of the Brainstorm. Like, I guess energy field's the main thing I'm worried about there. Obviously Brainstorm could set up, like, them getting out of it over the course of a couple turns, though. Maybe I am meant to just hold the Pyroblast for energy field. I don't know. It's so tough. Storm was bait. Yeah, I mean the way things planned out, Storm was obviously bait, but they don't have a couple turns. Like they can go like draw swords, kill the Delver, try and set up. I don't know. I am sure I made like a bunch of mistakes that game. I'm also not too concerned because I expect there to be 0 copies of Energy Field registered at the PT, but definitely did not play that optimally by any means. I wasn't dead. How do I beat the Energy Field? I can still blast the Energy Field. I have 1 blast left in my deck. That's a good point. Yeah, I can still blast it in play, and I have 1 blast left in my deck. So I'm probably still like 1% to win, I guess. I can still like cantrip into it and hope they don't have counter magic and hope they never draw Helm. So I'm like giving up my 1% there. That's true. I should not have conceded in that situation. Alright, so we are making some changes because Tarmogoyf should be in this deck, very clearly. The Fire Ice was also kind of garbage. I don't really understand why. Get those stupid monkeys out of here, yep. Enthusiastically. All the other changes are going to take a bit to like figure out, but try 1 Winter Orb. Good point. Winter Orb is a thing to try out. Yeah. I am interested in trying out Winter Orb, agree. Definitely agree. I want to cut this Fire Ice. That card was like fairly poor. I was pretty happy with most of the sideboard. I feel like Price of Progress is about to become pretty irrelevant. See you later, Kaylee. Hope being productive goes well. feel like, what was I saying? Price of Progress is about to become pretty irrelevant just because, I feel lands-based decks are gonna become a lot worse with the removal of, just like the shifts that are gonna happen due to Deathrite Shaman disappearing. Like, obviously Deathrite was good against the lands decks, but how good is Submerge? Yeah, I worry that Submerge is a bit narrow. Could see just cutting that. I feel like it's pretty good in the mirrors, and it's pretty good if Maverick becomes a thing, but I also feel like Death and Taxes is going to be like the main Stoneforge deck, right? So we can just like cut the Submerge. Tarfire for Goyf, good point, good call, good call. Excellent point. Over the Wild Slash. Versus Depths and Lands decks. That's fair, especially if I'm cutting the price. Which, like, I think I'm cutting the price for this Winter Orb. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with this Fire Ice. I don't really want a second Tarfire, I don't really want a second Dismember. You'd rather have a Dead Gone than a Submerge. Dead Gone's way worse now because Deathrite's gone. Part of the reason Dead Gone was so good was the fact that it killed Deathrite. I feel like the fact that the Delver decks no longer have like 4 Delvers, 4 Deathrites as 8 targets makes Dead Gone a lot worse. It's like my intuition. Definitely cutting this Price of Progress though. Like 100%. I'm definitely adding this Winter Orb. I'm also like iffy on the True Name. I don't know if you even like need this. Maybe you do. Maybe like control decks are actually control-y, Baleful Strix decks are still actually a thing. But one Grim Lavamancer. I mean, we've cut the Price of Progress. It's actually fine in the 0 basic stack. You bring it in matchups where people aren't like pressuring your life total meaningfully. So it doesn't like matter that it hits you for like 6. No, I think I'm gonna leave this be for now and come back to it tomorrow. I need to like think on this a bit. I definitely like the changes we've made so far. I want to find something to replace the Fire Ice. I kind of want to replace the True Name, but maybe I should try it out a bit more. True Name also just felt like kind of expensive in this deck compared to Grixis Delver. It was always like a tiny bit expensive in Grixis Delver, but it definitely feels expensive here. I need some sort of Lavaman or Forge Bolt. I'm a bit worried about Lavaman eating our yard, I guess. Maybe that's like too much of a concern though, like too much concern to be placing on that. Like Lavamancer is certainly like incredible in the matchups where it's good, like against Death and Taxes and such. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this another time. I'm probably gonna play some Cube now. I need to just unwind a bit after Legacy, but we've definitely learned a lot. I'm feeling positive about like what I've learned, the direction we can go with it. Let's fire up some Cube. It's like final thing for the day before I head off. I just need to get my head out of Legacy mode. also Cube's great. It's going away in a few days. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider giving it a follow. I'm going to be playing Legacy every weekday for the next few weeks as I prepare for the Team Pro Tour. So, if you enjoyed watching Legacy, there will be a lot more of it coming. 39 trophies is a number of trophies.